G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going to go on with the rest of Turn 1, playing Next War Vietnam, the standard game rules with the optional supply phase. And at the moment, we're now up to the basic movement and combat phase. So the initiative player gets to move all of their combat units, and all types of movement are allowed. So we have no air mobile points left, so I can't bring the other airborne forces over. So that is that. So the first thing we're going to do is we can't really attack into here because this is sort of 6, 12, 16 into here to attack, and we just don't have it, because even if we move everything up, we'd have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's going to come in jungle. It comes in at a 1 to 2, which would go to a 1 to 1. I suppose we could get it to a 1.5 to 1. So what I was thinking of doing was actually moving most of this stuff over to take out this guy, but we're going to end up with the same sort of thing. So I think as much as I don't want to, I think we have to come into here and give this a bit of a shellacking. Again, it'd probably be easier to try and come in here and take this guy out. But then we leave all this to cut in behind us and all the rest of it. So I think we've got to go this way. So we're going to move these 2 units, and they're going to go half 1 to there. So we'll come in like that, and then these are going to come down the roadway here and go 1, 2 along that secondary road there. We're going to bring the artillery down half, 1, half. And again, this leaves this open to attack by the other forces. So do I hold a unit back there is what it comes down to. And I think I've got to. So we're going to move that unit back there, leave that one there. It's about the best I can do at the moment. Now with these ones up here, the 74th Guards Army, again, I can't just move straight down to here because I can't go within zone of control to in the same zone of control. So I'd have to move out to move over, and I can't really do that. So these guys are sitting here for 12. So at the moment, these guys really can't move as such, other than bringing these around through the jungle. They're both mechanized, so it'd be 3, 6 as far as they could get. And the next turn they could come down further here. But that may not help much at all. But I think we've got to do that to start getting these moving. So it's 3, 6. And again, we bring our artillery down. Now down south here, there's no real need to move any of these, but I'd like to put a little bit more. I would have liked to put some more support there, but I think I need it up here to help. So I'm going to leave the surface action group up there. So that is our first movement segment. There's nothing else to move anywhere. So we'll go into the first combat segment. So I'll pause it there, work out the odds, come on back, and we shall play. The Chinese have 1 air point left. The Vietnamese still have 3. So we'll see what happens. Won't be long. Rightio. So we worked out the combat odds, and up here, this is our lead unit. We've got 2-1 with a -1 in a jungle. Let's see how we go. And we have a 4, which becomes a 3, which is 1 to the attacker, 2 to the defender. Okay, so our attacker loses 1. Our defender loses 1, 2, and is gone. We get rid of this. Oh, sorry. We used that. We used the helicopter. The helicopter made it. We used our last air point as well, but it didn't make it. So, sorry, the helicopter didn't make it. The air point did make it. So we can now advance, but only down the road away. So I'm going to advance these 2 into there, and then they can come down 1 more, being mechanized, motorized. These blokes can do the same down to there. These guys can't do anything. That's all done. Okay, up here we have a 2-1 with no die roll modifier in the jungle. Using, again, helicopter and artillery. A 7. Ouch! And that's 1 for the attacker. Yep. So this was our little man here. So that did not work well at all. For the Chinese, that is. Worked okay for the Vietnamese. And then lucky last down here, we have a 6-1 with a -1. So that becomes a 5 in the clear at 6-1 in the flat. For a 5 is 1 attacker, 2 defenders, and a retreat, all in red. But we have 2 that the attackers can do, so we still have to take 1 on the Marines here. And then we have our advance. So we'll advance the 2 Marines into here. And then we will advance the Marines up 1 to there. And we will advance. Now, do I want to advance into there at all? Yeah, I'll just advance into there like that. That's all he can do because he's a foot. And that's that. So that is our basic movement combat for the Chinese. And then we go into the basic movement and combat for the non-initiative player, which is the Vietnamese. So I'm just going to pause it there, work out what I want to do, and then we'll come back and have a look. Righto. So what I think I want to do is, I think the Vietnamese need to effectively counterattack. So what we're going to look at doing is trying to chop these guys up here. So I'm going to move the mechanized unit here. They're going to go half 1, half 2, half 3, half 4. up to there, and the infantry is going to go half, 1, half to there, so we can put an attack in here. At the same time, we know that in game turn 1 we have more Chinese coming in, basically down this road or down through Caobang. So I'm going to take these two 1MR units and move them back up to there at the moment. I'd really like to take out this, but I can't afford to at the moment. So we're going to go half, 1, half, back into there like that to try and block them off from this route, which will push them onto this route. Over here, we're going to leave the Marines where they are. I don't think we can do much with that at the moment. And what I'm looking at doing is actually bringing these guys over to hit here for the time being. So this guy here can move 6. So he could move here 3. But that'd be 6 to there, and that's it. But he can come up this way, is what I was looking at. So if he goes up here, that's half, 1.5, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, up to there. Like that. And this guy follows up like that. Of course, that doesn't move. They don't move. And we're not moving anybody out of here yet because we still need to see what the other airborne forces are doing. So that's what we got. So I'll work out the odds and then we can come back and play silly buggers. Won't be long. Righto, so as you can see, these are not great attacks. We have a 1-to-1 here. We tried to... we thought about putting air in there, but we've got to fly across, so that was no good. So we didn't worry about it there. Here we've got a 2-to-1 with a -2 die roll modifier here. Again, I tried to get the chopper up there with 2 escorts and failed because I still need basically a roll of 9 to get up there due to this. And and there was something else. Oh, it didn't matter because none of them worked. Simple as that. So we're going to do the 1-to-1 first. So we had the primary units like this. They're both 6 efficiency units. That's why it's at 1-to-1 in the jungle. And we have a 3, which becomes a 3. Jungle 1-to-1 for a 3 is 1 each. So this guy loses 1. And our mechanized lose 1 as well. Like that. And then we have the 2-to-1 with the -2 in the jungle. Ooh, 2-to-1, -2, so we have -1 at 2-to-1 in the jungle. -1 is attacker 1, defender 2, and retreat. Okay. So again, attacker 1, and this was our attacker. Defender 2, so he's got to lose that, and this bloke takes a loss, and he's got to retreat. He can retreat into there because he has another unit there. But that's a loss for them. And then we can advance into here. But I don't want to at the moment. This is blocking this intersection. I don't want to bring this weakened unit up here, and these guys are doing quite well by themselves. I'd love to get this unit back to here, but we can't do that. So that is that. So we've finished the second movement and combat segments, and we go into the reorganisation. So rotate all helicopters and artillery. So helicopter, helicopter, artillery, and artillery, like that. Remove air point markers. So that comes off, and that comes off, and air superiority comes off. Reset the air mobile, so the Vietnamese are back to 4 air mobile, and the Chinese are back to 4 air mobile, and the others remain on 1 air mobile. Conduct clearing operations, we're not doing. Determine hex control changes, well, it really doesn't matter because we're not worried about clearing anything at the moment. So we'd reset our surface action group as well. Then we go into the reinforcements and replacements. So both sides place reinforcements in accordance with the schedule. So the reinforcements, only reinforcements, of course, this turn are the Chinese 81st Guards Army, who can come in here or here. So them trying to punch through here would be 4, 8, with 2 shifts left. So it's 16 with 2 shifts left. So I think they're going to appear here. They're going to come on there. So they're ready to come on. Replacement points may be used to replace or reconstitute units, except in a ZOC. Okay, so the Vietnamese have 1 replacement point. We can't use it. We don't need to use it there. We can't use it there. And we can't use it there. Because I think we need 2 for there. 2. That's a mechanized. Division. Yeah, 3. Not real good. So yeah, it would take us 3 replacement points, and we just don't have 3 replacement points. So no go at all. Realistically, what we'd be looking at is infantry, motorized infantry. Well, in fact, that's motorized infantry, isn't it? Because it's orange. Ooh. No, it's still mechanized, but it uses road. Yeah, it's motorized, but it's mechanized. So motorized has got the wheels on it. So this is actual motorized. So no, we can't do it. Bugger. Adjust submarine threat and anti-submarine warfare levels. There's nothing to adjust there as far as I'm aware. So victory determination. There's no automatic victory in this or anything else, so we're done there. Game record plays, and we advance the game marker up to turn 2. And that is that. So at the end of turn 1, this is what the losses are looking like. Sorry about the glare down here. So we've lost 1 outpost, 2 infantry for 2nd Division, and we've lost both armoured brigades for 3rd Military Region, and the Chinese have lost the 145th Regiment of the 83rd Guards Army Brigade here, and that's it. These are the reserves for the Vietnamese. We get them in game turns 2 and 3. So yeah, nothing happening much there at the moment. These guys are ready to consolidate and start pushing towards Hanoi next turn. We've still got the 2 infantry airborne and the mechanized infantry airborne to come in next turn for the Chinese. So that will be interesting. So it'll be mainly what's happening supply-wise at the moment. And the Vietnamese may be in a little bit of trouble here, supply-wise, because of our zones of control. This guy's, I think, should be okay. Oh, well, no, they haven't taken that town. They're just sitting there. But they can trace supply back as far as I can see. So I'll have to have a look at the supply rules before we come back, because they're straight after the weather. Oh, look, the weather remains the same, so it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I'll have a look at the supply lines rules before we come back and see what we can do. All these guys are fine because they've got the beachhead marker here, which basically gives supplies out that way. Righto, so again, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Again, I hope I haven't screwed up too much. When last I looked on the Dad versus Son site, this had about 50 views. Now, whether they were 1 second views or not, I don't know. People have clicked on it and gone, yeah, not interested, whatever. But I haven't had any comments about the rules that I've screwed up too badly so far. But I haven't heard anything back from Board Game Geek either at the moment. And I haven't heard anything back from ComSim World Forum either. Bad. So we'll see what happens before we go on to turn 2. Take care, be good, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.